we're hoping that this second half will actually be able to broadcast the rest of this match. Fortunately for you guys back at home, the score is still tied 0-0. Did have a play that looked like it resulted in a goal late in the first half, 29th minute, I believe. Shiloh Blevins had a clear path for South Webster, knocked it home over the head of Billy Crabtree, but it was called back by the officials. Ben Spicer here at the halftime. It's tied at 0-0 between Northwest and South Webster. Would like to apologize once again for those technical difficulties, but we are getting set to get the second half underway. Joined now by one of my good friends, Travis Moon. Both Travis and I graduated from Estill County High School in Eastern Kentucky. Now, Travis played soccer, I did not. So Travis is here to provide some insight for us. And Travis, first of all, I got to ask, because I know we had a grass field. This is a turf field. What's the biggest difference in playing on grass and playing in turf?
It really just affects the pace of the game. It's a little faster. The ball moves a little faster. It skips a little harder. Just for faster-paced teams.
At Northwest, I know you haven't gotten a chance to watch them all season. They're a fast-paced team. They got several shots off in that first half, but none of them found the back of the net. Of course, like I said, Shiloh Blevins had a ball that looked like it went in, but it was called back from the officials. Now he has it in midfield. See what he can do with it. Evan Throckmorton pursuing him. Greg Martin gets it back on a quick pass, and Throckmorton takes it away from Blevins. That's the matchup to watch right there. And Throckmorton falls down, gave up on the play, it looked like. Greg Martin comes up with it. Now Shiloh Blevins has it. And it's Ty Collins who comes up with it. Back to Blevins. And kind of bunched up there on offense, but they find Devin Coriel down the right sideline. See if he's able to make anything of it. He's got two defenders draped on him. Gets it back out to Ty Collins. Collins sees a shot. Crabtree dives for it, and Shiloh Blevins had the open shot, but he missed it wide to the right. The keeper, Crabtree, drove for it. I didn't think he needed to dive for it on that play, Travis. I don't know if you did, but
it looked like he might have slipped just a tad there as well. The turf's kind of wet, so it's going to affect the footing.
We'd like to thank you for coming up and thank my friend Hunter from Clay High School. He's up here videoing the game for us as well. So we've got a complete package for you here in the regional tournament. 16 teams remaining. Coriel just keeps that one in. And it's going to be played by Cody Mosley, who shields off for Billy Crabtree, the keeper, to come up with it there. Travis, I know as a former player, you saw it all. What were the team that you hated to play? Did you hate playing those physical games, or did you hate playing the faster teams?
Finesse. We was a little bit bigger, a little slower, a little fast, not as fast. So the turf fields really hurt our games. They're a little slow.
I know you guys were a team that played very physical. Teams have tried to play Northwest physical all year, hasn't worked out for them. Of course, by this point, when you've got two teams that are combined 33, 1-4, they've both seen just about every type of team that there is out there. Cody Mosley will get a solid kick on that one. Nice pass there. Played by South Webster, though. Two great defensive clubs in this one. Might come down to just one small mistake from either side. Now Harold Runquist has it. For an exchange student from Sweden. Ball's deflected off him. Jacob Ruth kicks it up into the air, and Runquist competes for it. He's got the ball. Do have a whistle on the field. They got Runquist for a push. I know when we were seniors in high school, we tried the foreign exchange thing. Didn't work out too well for us.
No, we had one that was pretty decent, and then one that wasn't very good at all.
We got a kid from Brazil and a kid from Spain. It's pretty funny. We called him Fez off of that 70s show, and a fitting name for him, for sure. Great friend of ours. Evan Throckmorton tried to find Mason Campbell down on the cross. I never come up with it. It's going to be a race between Campbell and D. Thompson. That's a race I'd like to see. Two of the fastest kids out on the field. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be back to Northwest. Second half action. We're still scoreless here in this one. 0-0 between South Webster and Northwest. Cleared by the Jeeps. Second state of play, though. Nice pass to Runquist. Bounces off his chest. And out of bounds. It will be possession for South Webster. Shiloh Blevins trying to get the ball. Talked a little bit about in the first half. Of course, you guys couldn't hear me because we were having those difficulties, but Blevins a very tall kid, 6'3" down there on the field. When you've got height like that, Travis, what does that do for you as a soccer player?
Well, if he's in the midfield, it's really an advantage on free plays on corner kicks because he's obviously probably 2 or 3 inches taller than anybody else out there. So it's he can get on the ball a lot easier.
Levin's a forward. Seen him score several goals on headers, on corner kicks and stuff, just because of that height. I mean, it's definitely an advantage for South Webster. They've got several tall kids down there on the field. Ty Collins, pretty tall kid as well, for the Jeeps. And we are in the 45th minute of action. South Webster looking to set up the offense. It's Jacob Ruth on an indirect kick. And a solid leg from Ruth. He's had some nice kicks all game long, but Northwest is going to come up with it. That's Austin Spear, or Monkey as his teammates call him. And there's the speedy Tyler Webb, gets it out to Runquist. And Runquist tries to cut it back. The ball was taken away from him by a South Webster defender. Very physical down there on the field. No call, though. Runquist is going to try and chase down that loose ball. Ultimately, though, Jacob Bruce comes up with it. Yeah, like you said, Runquist, he's fast, and he's a very physical player. Nice through ball to Shiloh Blevins. He's got an opportunity racing with Hunter Berry. Cuts it back. Blevins looks to set up. He's got 3 men on him. Nice defense there from Cody Mosley to deflect the ball. And Crabtree races out to come up with the stop. Crabtree's got to be careful coming that far out in the box, but that time he used the speed to beat him. Travis, I know you're not real familiar with these Scioto County schools, so I would like to fill you in and brag on the keeper, Billy Crabtree, a little bit. Played his first game back from injury in their district final against North Adams. Held the Green Devils to 1 goal. Then he goes out the next night, scores 2 touchdowns on the football field. All-around athlete. Jacob Bruce will kick for South Webster, and the Jeeps will try and set up the offense once more. Had some problems getting some shots so far in this game. Great defense from Northwest. But, of course, the Mohawks have had some struggles of their own. Austin Spear has it around midfield. Kicks it back to Evan Throckmorton, but Throckmorton, a rare miss there. Now it's Sam Holstein in the open field. Bounces off a defender, cuts it back. And gets a back pass out to Devin Coryell. Coryell finds Ty Collins. Collins towards the middle field, plays the ball back to D. Thompson on that left sideline. It's deflected and knocked out of bounds by Mason Campbell. South Webster will keep the ball.
Do both these teams normally play on turf field?
They do not. South Webster has challenged themselves out of conference, played a lot of very tough schools up here in Ohio. They don't play on the turf field at home, though. Northwest does not as well. Northwest, like Estill County, actually plays on their football field. So Northwest did get to practice at Valley High School, who does have a turf field earlier in the week to kind of try and prepare for it. Now Runquist has it past midfield. D. Thompson knocks it back to the South Webster side of things. Shiloh Blevins sets it up. Mason Campbell and him battling on the left sideline for control of the ball. Blevins gets a nice pass back to the middle of the field to Braden Martin, but it's cleared out by Jacob Goodson. Nice play from Northwest. That one's going to be back to Robinson for South Webster. Robinson's got all day to set up a play. Zach Robinson. Throckmorton now has it in from open field. Throckmorton's all by himself. He's going to have a free shot. And didn't get all of that one, but it falls off the keeper. Tyler Webb's unable to come up with it. And wow. South Webster barely held on that one. Looked like Tyler Webb had a lane on that one. Unable to knock it in for a goal. Can't ask for much more easier opportunities than that.
Sure can, but this is a good play by the keeper, good defense.
Get this, Travis. That keeper is a freshman. Last game against Lynchburg Clay, they won 4-3. He gave up 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. 3 goals in the first 14 minutes. Didn't let it get to him. Shut the team out for the rest of the match. Very tough kid. I think South Webster really got to prepare for Northwest in that game against Lynchburg Clay. Both teams have very fast forwards up top. You've seen Runquist, you've seen Webb running in the open field, but the Mustangs are just as fast as Northwest, so that was a good preparation for South Webster heading into this game. Battle for the possession at midfield. It's going to be South Webster who comes up with it. It's number 15, Michael Andrews, the defender, who gets it, but the ball is sent back down. On the northwest side of things, it's Tyler Webb with a chance to redeem himself for that missed opportunity a few moments ago. Battling with Jacob Ruth, and Ruth's going to take the ball away from him. Nice play from Jacob Ruth, but the ball is sent back to Austin Spear at midfield, and now Spear's got a lane. Spear back to McClay. McClay finds Harold Runquist 25 yards out. Nice through ball to Evan Throckmorton. Who's going to win it? And Voyers came out to keep it. Looked like he got just in the way of that play. Just enough. Ball went out of the back of the end zone. So it's going to be a corner kick for Northwest. I'm proud of me, Travis. I've learned a lot about soccer so far this year. Didn't know a lot about it headed into this year.
Sounds like you learned a lot of the technical words.
You have to when you write about it.
Amen. There's a lot of the technical words I don't know.
It's going to be a corner kick for Mason Campbell. He gets a nice leg under that one. McClay fights for it. It's Throckmorton who comes up with it, but he misses just wide left. So it's going to be a goal kick now for South Webster after the missed opportunity on the corner kick in the 50th minute of things. I'd like to thank you guys for your patience. I'd like to say, what the heck, Mom? Because it was working in the pregame. She told me it wasn't working. Now we've got it back and working. Mom, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Goal kick on the way. It's Jacob Ruth, and that was a relatively short kick compared to what we've seen from him so far tonight. South Webster's going to keep it. Now it's Tyler Webb battling for the ball, and he's got a lane. Can he take a shot here? Puts it back, and it's taken away from him. Looked like he was a little too slow to set things up, and Robinson made him pay. Possession's going to stay in favor of Northwest, though, as Throckmorton tracks it down, beating Braden Martin about 35 yards out. Throckmorton has it middle of the field, and he sends a shot deep right into the chest of freshman Tanner Voyers. It's two missed opportunities for Northwest in the last 2 minutes. In the 50th and the 51st minute of action. Both student sections after this one. This is an awesome atmosphere here tonight. Throckmorton has it back on the offensive end. Tyler Webb tries to send the ball, but just misses wide to the right. Mohawks are getting some opportunities. Not sure if they're the best shot attempts, though, Travis.
Looks like they're kind of a little bit forcing the issue because the defense is trying to slow them down. But you need to look on the go slowly, start wearing on the defense.
One thing I did notice from Voyers, he did keep Lynchburg Clay off the board the final 66 minutes. He had to save some big shots in the final 5 minutes of play. Came up big time. Got the chance to talk to him after the game. He said, I wish the offense would have kept it on the other end, but it's okay. I made some saves. That ball deflected off. The defender for South Webster. Now Northwest has it back on the attack. Lundquist, with two guys on him, he's knocked to the ground. That was Caleb Cunningham on the defense. See what the call is. Ref's trying to sort it out. They're going to give it to South Webster. Big time play for the Jeeps. That's the physical play Lundquist is used to, though, being from Europe. Shiloh Blevins has it. And that's ball sent high up into the air. South Webster.
It's an excellent atmosphere. A whole lot of people here.
Stands are packed over here on the home side. And it looks like we've got a player slow to get up down on the sideline for Northwest. Let's get up. It's Chase McClay, who's back on his feet, the junior. And it's going to be a direct kick from Mosley now for Northwest. Mosley gets a solid leg under that one, but Southwest's right there to play it. And Spears going to come up with it. Sends off the side of his foot, trying to find McClay. McClay's a little slow getting out there, though. Battling with Robinson in the left corner of the end zone. Sam Holstein finds Braden Martin, and now South Webster has an open lane. Trying to find Shiloh Blevins to see who wins this battle. It's Trent Deemer who gets to the ball, knocks it out of bounds. South Webster will keep it, though. We knew this is a game that would be very close. Figured we'd see some points, though, so far. Both teams that are very good offensively. I think that's a testament to their defense and their goalkeeping so far today. And we've seen several opportunities here in the first 14 minutes. Neither side able to come up with anything. Austin Spear has it. trying to get the ball back on the northwest side of the field, and it's cleared by Hunter Berry. Nice kick from the defender there. Webb couldn't come up with it. Maybe he was using it as a decoy, because now he's racing on the sideline with Jacob Ruth. Ruth makes a nice play, sends it back to the middle of the field. It's corralled by Northwest, though. Evan Throckmorton has it, and he's got some running lane. Braden Martin draped on his back. He's got some options. Chooses to keep it himself and turns the ball over at the middle of the field, but Mason Campbell is able to get to that pass before South Webster could. Northwest still has it, but a nice move put on there from Devin Corial. Corial makes McClay and Mason Campbell miss. Campbell's had enough of that, though. Puts a stop to it. Now he's battling with Shiloh Blevins. Takes the ball away from him. Gets it out to Harold Runquist. Runquist with a nice ball to Tyler Webb, and Webb's going to have an opportunity. And just short of the goal. Wow. That was a nice play from Tanner Boyers, the keeper. Looked like he kind of baited him into that one.
He got him to slow down just enough where he could get to it.
Nice play from the freshman. Well, he might be a freshman, but he plays like a senior out there on the field. Runquist has it on the corner. See if he sends the ball up. It's deflected out of the back of the goal, so it will be a corner kick. Mason Campbell, the specialist for Northwest, into that left corner to corner kick for the Mohawks. We have played 55 minutes in this match. We're still scoreless. We're at Waverly High School Regional Tournament Soccer action. Ben Spicer and Travis Moon up here in the booth. Corner kick from Campbell. Hard to see from our vantage point, but he gets a nice leg under it, maybe too nice. Austin Spear battling for the ball in the air. Looks like he pushed that South Webster defender to the ground. And South Webster will get the ball. I know you played for a very physical team. Was that a foul there? Did you see it?
Back where we're from? No, that's a play on. But in actual soccer terms, it's clearly a foul.
You guys were no stranger to the red cards. That's for sure.
Yeah, I've got a few.
I remember you tried to get me to come out. I wasn't having it. You guys were too physical for me. Devin Throckmorton has it. He's got a nice pass to Harold Runquist, and Runquist is going to have an opportunity. Can he score? He just misses. A nice ball back across. Tried to get it to the right corner of the goalpost. He probably would have had Warriors beat too, but he sent it just wide. 56 minute of action. What did you see from Runquist there? Just a missed shot?
Looked like it skipped off the top of his boot. So, if you ain't super familiar with turf, like I said, the ball bounces funny. Every misstep, it skips a different beat.
I have a lot of friends who have said playing football on turf isn't too fun, so it definitely hurts when you take a fall out there on that turf. Well, we've got a score. Grandview Heights is up on Tusky Valley 3-0 in late first half action. The winner of that game, of course, will play the winner of this game, Northwest and South Webster. We're still looking for a goal here. Grandview Heights has 3 of them. And now we've got a battle for the ball. Mostly comes up with it. Evan Throckmorton's going to send the ball deep down the field. Can Tyler Webb beat the defender? He can, but Warriors scoops it up. Warriors just made the right decisions all game long on whether to come out and whether to stay back. Made another great one there. Freshman keeper came up with the ball. Evan Throckmorton fights with Ty Collins out in midfield for the ball. Clay sends the ball down the field, but it's headed by Jacob Ruth. Clay gets the ball back, battling with Braden Martin. It's going to go to the leg of D. Thompson down that left sideline. And Thompson's going to try and beat Campbell, but the ball falls onto the foot of Trent Niemer. And now it's Austin Spear taking the ball back across midfield for Northwest. Cuts it back inside, finds Evan Throckmorton in the middle of the field. Throckmorton has the ball taken away from him, though. It's Ty Collins with a nice defensive play. Sam Holstein looks for Shiloh Blevins, but Blevins is unable to come up with it. Smothered defensively from Northwest. Holstein clears the ball down the field, and Tyler Webb is beat out by Jacob Ruth, but the ball goes right back to Mason Campbell. Now it's Harold Runquist sprinting down that sideline to try and possess the ball, but goes back to South Webster. Shiloh Blevins heads it to the middle of the field for Holstein. Now Holstein cuts it back. Nice move there to make Spear miss. And the ball's deflected off of him. Braden Martin now has it down the left corner. Sends a nice shot back. Crabtree deflects it and comes up with a great stop there from the keeper to deflect it, but that was close to being a dangerous play. Now Throckmorton has it back on the other side of things across the midfield. Showing up the speed for Northwest. And he's pushed from behind by Collins.
That may be it is a yellow.
And it is. Ty Collins with a yellow card. And the 59th minute of action. Is that a play, Travis? Pushed from behind, but warranted a yellow card in your eyes.
Yeah, it's still a yellow. Anytime you get somebody from behind, it's normally yellow.
Looks like Throckmorton had a lane there. Not sure if he would have scored, but now Northwest with a great opportunity.
Got a player on the field cramping.
Austin Spear down there on the field cramping. Looks like he's okay, though. Throckmorton will try and send it and score. 59th minute of action here. And he's got an indirect kick opportunity. Or is that a direct kick? I believe that's a direct kick. Right?
It's direct, yeah.
Because he has a chance to score the goal on this one. Excuse my soccer terminology. Hey, we do have the Jeeps mascot down here in the stands. That's a cool sight. Throckmorton will send it on a direct kick. Nice bender there. Look for Lundquist. Lundquist is unable to put a foot on it, though. Great opportunity there for Throckmorton. Lundquist just couldn't come up with it. We've played nearly 60 minutes. 21:30 left to play in the second half. Still scoreless between these two teams. We might be getting some free soccer here tonight.
I'm not familiar with the Ohio rules. Is it 2 overtimes, then it's golden goal, and then it's penalties?
Yes. I believe so. Not sure if they do it differently in the tournament, but I know earlier in the district tournament, that's how it was settled. I believe it was New Boston had a game that went down to shootout. The Tigers won. Now we've got a foul on their Lundquist. Pushing down Devin Corey out. Taking an indirect kick opportunity for South Webster now. Jacob Ruth sends the foot onto it. Comes up just short. Corey out tried to hit it, but went over his head. Barry clears it out to Evan Throckmorton, who has the middle of the field. Throckmorton looking across midfield. And the ball is kicked back to Robinson. And it's Gabe Ruth who has the ball. Ruth has it down the right sideline. Collision with Jacob Goodson. Stares him down a little bit. I'm not sure that's the guy you want to run into with that cast on his arm. Maybe an advantage down there for Ruth. He can just shove that cast into you.
So a little quick little jab.
Robinson will throw it in. South Webster about 35 yards, 40 yards away from the goal on the right sideline. Looking for Shiloh Blevins, but throws it over his head. Sam Holstein had an opportunity. Looks like Connor Bailey might have taken a kick to the shin or the area where you don't want to be kicked. So he'll slowly get up. And we have played 60 minutes now officially. The score is still scoreless. We're between Northwest and South Webster. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Does that go for you? Corner kick coming. A little confusion down with the ball boys on the field. Wasted about 30 seconds on the scoreboard. Will be a corner kick now. It's Ty Collins set to kick for South Webster. See if he can find the head of Big Shiloh Blevins on this corner kick. Collins gets a solid foot on her, but it's low. It's a goal! Shiloh Blevins, wow, it looks like they might have confused Northwest a little bit there. Blevins finds the right corner on a corner kick from Ty Collins. What a score for Shiloh. Corner kick, Travis. Thought they might try and send it high. They send it low. Might have confused Northwest a little bit there.
Yeah, it's definitely the most dangerous way to score on the corner because they can deflect off anybody's feet in the back of the net.
Looks like that might have what happened there. Found the foot of Shiloh Blevins. Blevins sent it to the right corner of the goalpost. So now with 19-12 to play in the match, South Webster has a 1-0 lead.
It was a smart use of the decoy of the high.
It was. You heard me up here. I was fooled and believing that they would try and send it high and hit it home with Shiloh, but great play to mix things up. Not sure if it was intentional or not. I'm sure Ty Collins would tell you it was. Rolling for Northwest. They're trying to get back on the attack quickly. Webb fighting for control of the ball. Looks like Northwest might have an opportunity, but it went off of a Mohawk player. Webb touched the last, so it'll be a goal kick for the Jeeps. 18:40 left to play here in this contest. South Webster just took a lead with 19:12 to play in the second half, 1-0 on the Shiloh Blevins goal off a corner kick. Nice play there. Harold Lundquist now chasing the ball. He's 40 yards out. Now he's streaking down the sideline, looking to score and even things up. Robinson playing him tight, kicks it out of bounds. Now will be Northwest ball. Looks like Austin Spear dashing over to throw it in. Student sections for South Webster on their feet, and Northwest trying to pump their teams up. It's a corner kick. No, it's a throw-in. Excuse me. Hard to see from up here. And just misses the head of Harold Lundquist. And we head out to Hunter Berry, who comes up with it, tries to find Chase McClay. South Webster players collided there, but came up with it. Blevins almost had an opening. Now he does have an opening. Gabe Ruth looking for him. Ball's kicked out of bounds. It'll be South Webster ball. Ball! Come on! Sam Holstein will throw in. You might hear some of the fans unhappy with the ball boys up here. They're slow to get to the ball. Nothing more frustrating than when you're trying to play fast and you don't have a ball in your hands. Austin Spear and Sam Holstein have been battling all night. Spear wins that one, gets the ball. Looked like Holstein might have taken a hit to the face. Let's check and see if he's bleeding down there. These kids from both schools, very tough athletes, have had very good seasons. It's unfortunate that one of the schools has to have their season in here tonight. Two great Scioto County programs. A year of firsts for Northwest. First time they've been to the regional tournament since 1993. Tyler Webb battling for control of the ball. Jacob Booth comes up with it off the chest of Mason Campbell. Campbell's looking to set up some offense. Kicks it back to Trent Deemer. Deemer finds Harold Lundquist down the right sideline. Lundquist reverses his field on a nice move. He faked his defender out. Fortunately, there was another South Webster defender right there to track him down. That's Andrews out there defending Lundquist and doing a nice job. Deemer tries to get the ball back, unable to do so. Now it's Holstein on the attack. Finds Shiloh Blevins. Blevins just has Mosley and Goodson to beat. Can he do it? He's got a wide open player streaking down. Tried to wait till the last moment. I don't think he saw him there.
I don't think he saw him.
Nonetheless, they still have possession of the ball. Now he tries to find Ruth, sends it to the corner, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a goat kick for Northwest with 16 minutes to play. South Webster leading in this one, 1-0. Travis, you actually got here just in time because some of the audience said that we're having some difficulties getting things to work. I don't think any of the first half recorded online, so hopefully for you, you got here just in time.
Want to go with us.
Didn't miss anything either. Trent Deemer looked to send that one downfield and deflected off the side of his foot, and now Shiloh Blevins tracks it down. Looks like Blevins was tripped. Not sure if that was because of Deemer or not, but either way, South Webster will retain possession. Mike Collins will throw it in.
Now they're going to use the big fence hand.
And from long distance, got to keep an eye on number 23. They got the shorter Austin Spear on him. That one would have been a nice opportunity there. Blevins beat Spear, but the kick was just off. Right into the hands of Billy Crabtree, the goalkeeper. These keepers have played an outstanding match for both sides. We figured it would come down to just one mistake. I'm not even sure you can call it that on the goal scored by South Webster. It's a great back and forth affair. Anything can happen on those corner kicks, as you said, Travis. South Webster comes up with it. It's Caleb Cunningham, the sophomore, who kicks it out to Ty Collins at midfield. Collins is out on the paw print, sends one down the field. It's McClay who comes up with it. Chase McClay heads it. Can't come up with it with his foot, though. Gabe Booth has it on the right sideline. Tries to make McClay miss, unable to do so, but it does deflect off of Chase McClay. Ty Collins, the junior, will throw in for the Jeeps. We lead with 14 minutes to play, 1-0. Out of the back of the goal once again. And it will be another corner kick opportunity for the Jeeps. And I tell you what, Travis, they're taking their time. Probably a good idea as well with the 1-goal lead and the ability of Northwest to score in a hurry.
I'm not surprised they didn't pull the ball back. Just played in midfield. Just made them face.
Especially with a possession team like the Jeeps are. That's kind of a surprise. Collins will send another corner kick. That's how they scored their goal. Looked like Blevins had another opportunity there, but it's knocked off and knocked out by Northwest. Cunningham sends it to the corner for Collins. Collins sends the ball. Nice through ball. It's headed by Shiloh. That's the play we were looking for there. Blevins just wide to the right. 13-15 remaining in this match. South Webster leading 1-0 over Northwest. Mohawks have scored fast all season. They need to score a goal to even this one up. And South Webster gets control of the ball once more at midfield. Now they're kind of trying to play keep away. The play comes up with it though. Play has the ball down the left sideline. Nice slide tackle from Collins. And a collision down on the field. Looks like Thompson's slow to get up. He's down on the field, but toughs it out and gets back on his feet. Tried to find Blevins in the middle of the field. Ball comes back to Sam Holstein. Blevins has a chance. Crabtree came all the way out, but a nice defensive play from Trent Deemer. For all the offensive weapons both of these teams have, I think the defensive players are tired of hearing about it. We've got a 1-0 game here in this one. Both teams with a lot of firepower so far this season. Northwest has scored 3 goals or more in every game but one this season. Got a ways to go if they want to keep that pace going here tonight in the regional tournament. Clay has it down the left sideline. He gets an opening. Clay's got an opportunity. Then off the side of the foot, as you said. Had an open shot there in the 69th minute. Got another Mohawk down on the field. Not sure who it is. Looks like he's just slow to get up. It's Evan Throckmorton. He's back on his feet and good. Harold Lundquist has an opportunity now. Let's see what he's able to do with it. Sends it back and sends a shot in, and he scores! Harold Lundquist in the left corner of the goal, and we are tied. What a shot!
Let's do an excellent move on the goal here. Just flicked off the inside of the goal.
Nice shot there. As you said, a hard one to stop. We are all tied up. 11:24 to play in the match. You can't ask for a better one than this one. South Webster took the lead about 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes later, Harold Lundquist gets on board. Star power on full display here tonight. Shiloh Blevins with the goal for South Webster. And Harold Lundquist with the score for Northwest. We're all even once again. 1-1 now. Evan Throckmorton has it in midfield. He's got a lane. They come up to try and stop him. That's just beyond Tyler Webb. Could have had a nice opportunity there. Now it's back to midfield for South Webster. Mason Campbell takes the ball away from Braden Martin and knocks it off a South Webster player out of bounds. Put it off of Devin Corey out. Nice throw in. And South Webster takes it back though. Whitson sends it back to the middle of the field off the head of Evan Throckmorton, Harold Lundquist. And some of these offensive plays from Northwest, they just look so effortless. They barely hit off the player, perfectly where they need to go. Robinson hits that one out of bounds, knocks Spear to the ground, Spear back on his feet. And Spear will throw in for Northwest. All tied at 1-1, 10:30 to play in this match. Ben Spicer and Travis Moon up here in the booth. If you're late joining us.
You can tell both teams are used to playing on a tad bit smaller field because the whole opposite side of the field is completely empty.
That's a good observation. The field here is a lot wider for Waverly. And of course, that turf field, both these teams not really used to that. Not something they see a lot, especially playing inside the county. A couple teams have turf, but for one of these schools, Shiloh Blevins being smothered by Austin Spear. Northwest players knocked to the ground. Holstein's trying to take advantage. You have a whistle on the play, and Blevins, this is not a sight you want to see. Grabbing onto that right ankle for South Webster.
Seeing the stick on him.
That's just a stinger, as they say. Referee over there having to work with him. Sam Holstein And Ty Collins over to check on their teammate. Clock's still running here. And they finally stop it at 9:28 to play. We'll be right back after Charlo is helped to his feet. I was going to say we can new battery in. It's almost. I hate to miss something. We are back here at South Webster. Chase McClay firing up the Northwest student section. We've got a 1-1 tie. With 9:28 left to play. Shiloh Blevins was hooked up onto his feet. He's not out on the field though for South Webster. Keep an eye on that. He's over on the sideline. Looks like he can put weight on that ankle though, so that's a good sight. For me, see if he gets back out on the field, but he's not out on the field for the Dukes. That's a big loss. Scored the goal to take the 1-0 lead in the 59th minute. Ty Collins tries to kick the ball back into Northwest territory. Nice back kick from Mason Campbell. Sam Holstein ultimately lines up with it. 40 yards out is Holstein. Holstein with a nice through ball. And Crabtree collides with a player from South Webster. Ball squirts out. Nice pass there from Sam Holstein. Ball goes out of bounds off the foot of the South Webster player. So Trent Beamer will throw it in. Still in defensive territory for the Mohawks. Now they cross midfield to Campbell. Ball kicked out of bounds by Ty Collins. And it remains Northwest ball. Nice pass attempt to Tyler Webb. Couldn't come up with it though. Ball sent back down to the other side of the field now. And coming up with it is South Webster. That's Sam Holstein again. Another nice pass to D. Thompson. Thompson has the sideline. Can he score? He is involved in a collision. We'll see who the ball's awarded to.
It's like corner kick.
It's going to be a corner kick. Thompson and Jacob Goodson collided. The ball went off of Goodson's leg. It will be another corner kick. We saw South Webster cash in on one a couple minutes ago. In the 59th, now we've got 8:10 to play, and they've got another corner kick opportunity, but they don't have their biggest offensive weapon on the field, Shiloh Blevins. Ty Collins will kick it from the corner once again. Nice fake there from Collins, and another road kick. Thompson had it, deflected off from the Northwest defender. Great play on a corner kick. Coach Keeney, I think he had some adjustments on that corner kick.
Yeah. You can tell both teams respect the striker's ability to score because they keep two fullbacks back at all times.
That was one of the issues that both coaches brought up when I asked them about this game. You know, we can't let these fast forwards get behind us. Tyler Webb involved with the collision there in midfield with Robinson. Robinson tries to send it back down, and he will come up with it. Side tackle attempt is missed from Austin Spear. And it's Chase McClay who cuts it back and creates some space for himself. Nice move from McClay. McClay sends it down to Tyler Webb, but towards the middle of the field. What a call there. Referee's trying to sort it out. That was a late whistle there down on the field.
They try to let them play possession, but might get a card too.
We've seen several players from Northwest down there stretching on the field. Normally something you see on a hotter day, perhaps. I guess it is a little warmer than it has been recently. Here last night it was about 40 degrees. Now it's low 50s. And you have the yellow card. Second yellow card of the match against South Webster. That one goes against Zach Robinson.
Is it the same player?
No, it's a different player. I think Ty Collins had the first one for South Webster. So, yellow card this time. There's Robinson.
Oh, they're subbing. Okay, my bad. I think they're subbing?
Still Shiloh Blevins over there on the sideline.
He's got ice on his ankle.
It's not a good sight. Not sure if he'll be back into the match tonight. But a huge loss moving forward for South Webster if they are able to win this match. 7 minutes to play. Mosley getting set to strike this ball. It'll go back down to Northwest territory, but it's D. Thompson who comes up with it. Spear plays it off his chest. He's battling with D. Thompson, about 50 yards out. And we've got a whistle. It's against South Webster. The referees have let this game be physical all game now. In the last 10 minutes, we've seen several whistles. And it's been to no avail for South Webster. Jeeps have been the ones playing physical and the ones getting caught for it. Mosley will strike this one again, this time a lot closer. Sends the ball down the field. Evan Truckman puts a header attempt on it, but it's just high. Nice header attempt from Evan Truckman. That one went high in the 74th minute. Maybe a goal kick for South Webster. In a 1-1 match. Scoreboard reads 6 minutes exactly to play. South Webster struck first in the 59th. And Northwest scored in the 69th on a goal from Harold Lundquist. Mason Campbell sends the ball down the field. As you said, Travis, just a little too much on that pass. So South Webster will get the ball back. Looking to score. And then we'll go back to Northwest. Couldn't play that ball on the sideline. That was Braden Martin who was unable to come up with it. Tyler Webb battling for possession. Tried to send it back to Harold Lundquist on a nice pass, but just a little off. Goodson sends a short ball, and it's played by Mason Campbell. About 40 yards out from the goal. Down that right sideline, Webb sprinting to try and catch it. Can he catch it before it goes out? He does, but unable to send it back and play to one of his teammates. And South Webster sends it down the sideline, stays in play, and they've got a lane now. Looks like Ty Collins on the attack. Sam Holstein, excuse me. Holstein on the attack, but he is met by Jacob Goodson, and Goodson wins that matchup. Got the size advantage over Holstein, but South Webster's able to hold on to it. Now it's Gabe Ruth who can score, and they've got Thompson down in the corner. Right corner, can he play it? He does. Tries to make a man miss. He's got Mosley on him. Sends a nice ball back across the field, but there was no one there for the Jeeps. When you get in that corner, Travis, of the field, is that something that is an advantage to the offensive player or something that plays into the defense's hands?
It's a little of both. It depends on how fast your midfield gets down with you. I mean, if it's 2-on-4, it's always an advantage to the defense because you're farther away from the goal.
Like on that one, we had some options, but the pass just out of reach for South Webster. So they're still on offense, setting things up. And a good shot sent, and it's scored! Oh my goodness! He shot that one from 40 yards out almost. Wow!
Look at that steal.
Looked like Ty Collins on the score for South Webster with 4 minutes exactly to play. It looked like Crabtree had it in his hands. It fell right out and in for a goal. There's only 4 minutes left in this match. South Webster has just taken a 2-1 lead. Heartbreaker for the Mohawks. But they've still got time to rally. South Webster, what a game this has been. It's not over yet, I have a feeling, Travis. Mason Campbell sprinting down the right sideline, trying to create some space for himself. Trying to race with Braden Martin, keeps the ball in bounds, finds Tyler Webb with a give and go to Campbell, but Campbell wasn't ready for it. And hey, here's a good sign. They've got Shiloh back out on the field. And now Blevins is racing for a ball. Looks like he's fine in terms of running. Not sure if that's his top speed, but he's able to put some weight on that ankle, so that's a great sign for South Webster. He's definitely playing through some pain down there. You can see the grimace on his face from up here. Very tough kid, junior forward for the Jeeps. scored a goal in this game. Northwest still on the attack. Across midfield, McClay throws it in. Rehnquist sends it back towards the middle of the field, and it's corralled by Sam Holstein, who gets it out to Ty Collins. Collins looking to set things up in the middle of the field. He'll just send it down deep. And Hunter Berry in pursuit of the ball. Shiloh Blevins right on his trail. And Berry kicks it out of bounds. Under 3 minutes now to play in this one.
I say look for him to get by the flag and just try to hold it there as long as possible.
See what they choose to do here. And Ty Collins on the throw-in. There's 2:40 to play. South Webster has a 2-1 lead in this one. Battle of Souda County Schools in the regional soccer tournament. South Webster on top at the moment. Chasing the play, clears it out. Still to play though. Spear trying to come up with these battles with Shiloh Blevins. Goes out in the back. Webster gets goals. There's going to be a corner kick from the left corner. You hear the crowd here chanting, "Let's go Jeeps." Cincy victory right around 2 minutes to play, and South Webster's up 2-1. Notre Dame and Waterford just underway up in Lancaster in volleyball. Notre Dame leading in that one early. That one went out of the back as well. And it's going to be a goal kick. Now this is when the ball boys really come into play, as those remaining seconds lead off of the clock for Northwest. Harold Rehnquist has in the midfield, and he's got a chance. Ball was taken away from him though from Andrews. Played back by Webb. And midfield sends a nice through ball. Trying to find Rehnquist. Rehnquist unable to get there. Battling with Robinson, South Webster. Robinson finds Holstein. Holstein sends a nice ball down the field. Holstein's going to shield it and kick it out of bounds. Like Crabtree. Had a chance to run out there. He chose to stay in the goal, and that's going to cost him some seconds off the clock. D. Thompson will throw in for South Webster. 1:05 remaining in this one. Jeeps leading 2-1 in the regional tournament second half. Looks like there was a whistle on the field. No call. Throckmorton's playing the hurry up. He's got Harold Rehnquist down the sideline. Rehnquist has a lane. He gets it out to Webb, and now Rehnquist is free. Will Webb find him? He does. And Rehnquist has a chance to score, but the pass was just too out of reach. Oh, man. Looked like Rehnquist had a chance. Webb led him just a little too far. 40 seconds remaining in this one. South Webster can sense victory now. Just needing to hold off. Looks like a push in the back there from Holstein. They're going to call it. Throckmorton trying to set it up in a hurry. And he does. 25 seconds. Throckmorton sends this one deep down the field. It's off Holstein's head. And that one goes out of bounds. Time's still ticking away. To get it back out on the field, they're going to have to throw it in, though. And the precious seconds bleeding off the clock for Northwest in what's been a dream season for the Mohawks. 10 seconds now remaining. Ball is clear. Goodson sends it back up. Throckmorton has it. 5 seconds remaining. And it's cleared out. South Webster has won the game. The Jeeps are advancing in the regional tournament with a 2-1 victory over Northwest. A goal in the final 4 minutes of the match. But South Webster is celebrating down there on the sideline. They come out victorious in this one, 2-1. We hyped this game up all season. It was well worth the hype in this one. A heartbreaking loss for Northwest. You have to feel for the kids. Harold Rehnquist is down on the field. He can't believe it. Mohawks haven't lost all year. This is their first loss of the season in what was an incredibly hard-fought game from both sides. Travis, you saw all 3 goals. What did you see from South Webster just to get the win here tonight?
They were offensive. They were better on possession. Some more better shots. Normally get to the W.
In a match like this, those missed opportunities and those close calls, you have to make the most of them when you get them. It seems like South Webster did that. On that last goal, though, it really looked like Northwest could have came up with it. Unfortunately, they didn't, and that was the difference in the game.
It looked like he honestly got a little bit too close to his goalpost, and his elbow might have hit him or something.
Hey, career coming to the end, so several seniors for Northwest: Austin Spear, Mason Campbell, Tyler Webb, Austin Slusher, Dylan Gamble, Hunter Berry, Jacob Goodson, all seniors on this Northwest roster. and they have had a spectacular season. The Mohawks are now going over to salute their fans. South Webster is saluting their fans as well. And just a great played match from both sides. See a lot of emotion down there on the field. I know, Travis, you've been through this a lot. What are these players from Northwest thinking?
Oh, it's hard. It's a hard way to end the season, especially to go in the fourth minute left in the game. There's plenty of youth on that team. This should rebound pretty good.
And as we said with the Mohawks, I mean, they've got a lot to be proud of. This was the first appearance in the regional tournament since 1993. That was before you and I were born, Travis. So, I mean, it's been a while. These kids certainly weren't alive for that as well. So they've got a lot to be happy about, and a lot to be proud of. They're district champs. They finished 20-0 in the regular season, or 19-0, I should say. Finished 19-1 here tonight. So I guess that would make it 16-0 in the regular season. Still an undefeated regular season, district champs. A lot to be happy about for Northwest. And when you've got a coach like Josh Keeney, as you said, I'm sure they'll be back and better than ever next year. As for South Webster, who came out on top here tonight with a final score of 2-1. They got their goal from Shiloh Blevins, and that second goal, we were unable to see who came up with it, but it was a long shot. I mean, at least 40 yards out. Crabtree came up with it, but squirted out of his hands at the last moment and in for a goal. Just a heartbreaking loss for Northwest, but a lot to be happy about moving forward for South Webster. It looks like they're going to play Grandview Heights on Saturday. Not sure where the venue will be for that one, but I would anticipate here at Waverly, and that's going to be a great match between the Jeeps and Grandview Heights, if Grandview Heights is able to hold on. They had a 3-0 lead in the first half over Tusky Valley, so we imagine that they are going to be able to hold on and win that one. Well, both coaches addressing their teams. For one side of things, Northwest, their season comes to a tragic end in what was a spectacular year for the Northwest Mohawks. As for the South Webster Jeeps, they will advance. They're one of 8 teams remaining here in this Division III regional tournament. Hey, if you're South Webster, you got to be thinking state at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely. They got the talent to do it.
Just hope, as we said, Shiloh Blevins went down. He was back out on the field, Travis. I know you said he was limping a little bit. You really hope that he's okay moving forward if you're South Webster, because he's a big piece out there on the pitch for the Jeeps.
Oh, definitely. If he's just out there just as a decoy, he just gives everybody else enough space to be able to move as much as he does.
Well, as we said before, this match has come to an end, 2-1 in favor of the South Webster Jeeps, who will move on in the district tournament. Dave France, athletic director for Northwest, now moving out on the field to congratulate his Mohawks. A lot of things to be proud of for Northwest, and a lot of things moving forward to be proud of if you're South Webster. They got to this point last year, were eliminated by Bishop Rosecrans in a heartbreaking loss themselves. They lost 1-0 in overtime. So to come back and rally here, I think that says a lot. They lost several seniors on the team last year who went on to play college soccer. They've got a very young team. Only one senior on the South Webster team, Travis.
Oh, yeah, they'll definitely rebound and be even better next year.
Yeah, it was a great match. You can't say enough about how well it went. And we thank you guys so much for tuning in here to this one. For Travis Moon, I am Ben Spicer. Thank you guys once again for listening to this. And we apologize once again for the technical difficulties in the first half. And we were proud to bring you guys the second half action here from Waverly High School. Would like to thank Waverly Athletic Director Bo Arnett for his hospitality, as well as Waverly Girls Soccer Head Coach Chris Murphy for all the help up here in the booth. And for you guys, of course, listening as well. Got to give a shout out to Hunter Armstrong as well, Clay's student. He came out here to help us with the recording tonight, so stay tuned for that one. We'll have the second half action uploaded online for you guys in the days to come. Once again, the final score here tonight, 2-1 in favor of South Webster. The Jeeps will move on to advance to the final 8 teams remaining. Thank you guys again for listening. For Travis Moon, I am Ben Spicer.